The rally is touring several cities across the country.
Well, if your natural inclination is to want to duck because you don't want to get caught in the political crossfire here, you are not alone. Political analyst John Dadian joins us this morning. John, things are heating up.
Oh, yeah, 10 days to go.
Is this, on a scale of 1 to 10, I mean, where do you see all the rhetoric and the political mudslinging right now, just compared to past elections?
9.5. It really does seem like it's increasing every year.
Ratchet it up pretty high.
Absolutely.
Let's start with this new commercial that Jerry Brown has out, and you sent us a note saying this may be the thing that puts him over the top. It's incredible, you say.
It's absolutely incredible.
From what standpoint?
From all standpoints, and I'm not being flippant in this sense. In political consulting circles, this is being talked about across the nation. This will probably win advertising awards, political science awards. The average man or woman on the street, which is kind of where I do my polling, I talk to them, they're getting buzz on this. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. This is resonating at high and low levels.
Well, let's take a quick listen here to just part of it.
Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and hoping for different results.
I have built businesses.
I built a business.
Met the payroll.
Met a payroll.
I enter this office beholden to no one except you.
I will owe my office to no one but you.
I don't owe anyone anything.
I don't owe anyone anything.
We need to run the state as a business.
Running this thing a little bit more like a business.
We do not have a revenue problem.
We do not have a revenue problem.
We have a spending problem.
We have a spending problem.
We need new leadership. This is what this is all about.
It's time for a different style of leadership.
It's all about leadership.
This is all about leadership. Jobs, jobs, and jobs.
Jobs, jobs, jobs. What's the worst that can happen?
What's the worst thing that can happen?
That you fail.
I think the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and hoping for different results.
I'll be back.
Oh, my. That would appear to be rather devastating.
I mean, on all levels, as you well know in the media, when they make a commercial, they have to give it a title, etc. The title of this commercial by the advertising agency is called Twins, kind of a shot at Governor Schwarzenegger, one of his famous movies.
Now, Meg Whitman did enjoy a lead for a period of time, and it looked like, Jerry Brown was not going to get a chance to be governor again of California, which, by the way, kind of, if you stop and think about it, he has been governor. So, I mean, they could turn it around and say the same thing about him. Do we want to go back to what he was doing back then? But they didn't think of it first.
Well,
he did.
Well, yeah, certainly Brown's consultants earned their pay this week, because what they did was the oldest rule in the book. They took a breath, they sat down, and they looked at the current governor's poll ratings, they're low, and they said, how can we use this? And instead of doing a talking head commercial, is what we call it, to get the candidate out there and say, if you want the same, what they said is, how can we tie this that people will understand? Everybody, like I said, the average person on the street sees this commercial, and everybody I talk to, they start shaking their head. They get it.
They get it. Okay. How's Whitman's campaign handling this? Are they responding well, or are you thinking that Brown may be pulling away at this point?
The polls show that it looks like he's pulling away. Again, what they're doing, both campaigns and independent associations, doing tracking polls here in the last 10 days, etc. It looks like he's pulling away. The Senate race, conversely, looks like it's staying tight, and I predict it'll stay that way until election
Now,
day.
this is one, you told me this is one of your pet peeves. We're talking about the race between Carly Fiorina, Barbara Boxer, and you keep hearing people in the media say, well, Boxer has pulled ahead, but you say that's not true, and that's, statistically speaking, that's a pet peeve for you.
I've actually seen in print and electronic media headlines that say Boxer ahead by 2 points. If you look at the poll, she came in that particular poll ahead by 2 points with a margin of error of 5 points, meaning it could be 5 points either way. So that really is a statistical dead heat. Absolutely. I think this race goes down to the wire.
Do you watch for bias on the part of the media when you're trying to break down some of these reports, and do you suspect that any of that is sneaking into these races?
Oh, it's absolutely sneaking in, and we all know that. But again, I don't have a big problem with that because the media is comprised of individuals and we're all human. But things such as that, you do see some stations that try to really be conscious of that, but you see some that just push it through.
Okay, and it could be not so much a bias as just a not understanding exactly what is being reported on here and how it's being reported.
I think that's absolutely